I'm immensely honored and delighted to receive the prestigious BBVA Foundation Frontiers of Knowledge Award in Biology and Medicine. I am also deeply grateful. It is particularly gratifying that the BBVA Foundation is explicitly recognizing knowledge. As scientists and scholars, my fellow laureates and I have dedicated our lives to the acquisition of knowledge. Furthermore, in this day and age when science and facts are commonly denied, as we confront the double scourge of a pandemic and climate change, we need knowledge more than ever. I thank and congratulate the BBVA Foundation for its vision in celebrating knowledge. The importance of knowledge and its acquisition were first instilled in me by my parents when they sent me and my brothers away as young boys to study in a foreign country. In other words, they sent us away to gain knowledge. I regret that my parents are not here today, in particular my mother, who herself, as a young lady of 18, left her family in the United States to study at the University of Madrid in 1934. My long fascination with science was kindled in college, when I did my first experiment and was able to discover something previously unknown. I realized I could create new knowledge, although it was of little interest to others at the time. This led to an academic career at the University of Basel, where for over 30 years I've had the privilege to pursue curiosity-driven research. I was also fortunate to be able to generate new knowledge that was of interest not only to me, but also to others. We discovered a central biochemical pathway that widely controls cell growth in, for example, the growth of a young child, or even the growth of an insect, plant, or worm. The same pathway, when disrupted either by genetic mutation or a poor diet, can lead to many diseases, including cancer, diabetes, or mental illness. The biomedical implications of this new knowledge are that we now have a better molecular understanding of many diseases, and importantly, how to treat them. Indeed, our challenge now is to apply our new knowledge to alleviate the suffering caused by disease, and thereby to improve the human condition. This is what I will dedicate myself to in the years ahead. I would now like to come to the most important part of what I have to say today. What I have to say can be distilled into a single word, and that word is thank you. However, I have many to thank, and it will thus require several words. First, I'd like to express my profound gratitude to the BBVA Foundation. The Frontiers of Knowledge Award is a special accolade. This is evident in the list of former and current laureates. Thank you to the BBVA Foundation and the BBVA Selection Committee for recognizing our work. There's no greater reward for a scientist than to be recognized by one's peers. Throughout my talk, I refer to our work. The work is, of course, that of the many talented students, postdoctoral fellows, and support personnel who I've been fortunate to have as colleagues and to whom I also owe a very large debt of gratitude. I thank all, past and present, who have made this journey possible. Indeed, I'm standing here today because of them. I'd also like to thank the University of Basel, and particularly my host institute, the Biocentrum, for 34 years of unwavering support. Next, I would like to acknowledge my adopted country, Switzerland. Switzerland is a small, landlocked country with few natural resources, and thus invests heavily in education, research, and innovation. I'm fortunate to have been a beneficiary of this visionary policy. Last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank my family, and particularly my wife, Sabine. Having a scientist as a husband or a father is not easy. As a scientist, you are gone physically or mentally most of the time. The science philosopher Jacob Bronowski described it best with a quote, "As a profession, science attracts men whose temperament is grave, awkward, and absorbed. These might be good traits for a scientist, but not for a husband." So, a special thank you to Sabine, not only for putting up with my absences, but also for the 40 years of support that made all this possible. I'd like to iterate, this would not have been possible without you.